guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be playing with the brand new 35S Sweet Oasis palette by Morphe Cosmetics. I actually just got this morning and I said to myself, perfect. I had another video in mind, but I couldn't help myself and I just really want to dig in and play with this brand new palette from Morphe. Now, of course, if you guys know who ILUVSARAHI, I really pray and hope that you do. She's one of my most favorite influencers of all time. I love her makeup. I love her style. She just seems like a overall very genuine person that I hope to be able to meet one day. So she is the face of this collection. So they came out with the palette, and this, you guys, runs for $25, which is, I think, a steal. I love when Morphe palettes are very affordable because not a lot of us can spend that much, money on makeup. And when I saw this, you guys, I just feel like it looks aesthetically pleasing. I automatically look at the pinks, the blues, because you guys already know that I love to play with color. So when you open up the palette, you guys, you don't have a mirror. Me personally, that doesn't really bother me because I always use a hand mirror. Ay, it's all dirty. Well, it's not dirty. I have my water here. But I normally use a mirror like this, handheld mirror. So I really don't care if it doesn't have a mirror. I mean, I guess it's totally, up to you guys. It's personal preference. Also, what I like about the palette, you guys, is that it has the names. I love that Morphe is starting to do that. And you can also buy, they have a lip trio with the collection as well, and a brush set if you guys are interested in that. I personally didn't buy them just because I'm more of a lipstick, liquid lipstick type of girl. And glosses, de vez en cuando I will, but they're not my favorite. And I have so many eyeshadow brushes that I feel like I don't need anymore, let's be honest. So I decided to pass on those. I did go to Ulta today. It's not in stores. If you live in Salem, Oregon, like I do, they do not have this in store yet. I don't know when, but it is available online to purchase. I also went to Ulta because I really wanted that new brow product from Anastasia, and I want to give it a try. But they didn't have it. They had the highlighter, but I don't know. I don't need another highlighter. I really want that brow product to try it out for you guys. Maybe I'll just buy it online. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some swatches and then we will start playing with this palette. So for the eyes, you guys, I went ahead and already prepped and primed with my Urban Decay Eden Primer. Of course, I had to play with this bad boy when I'm using a brand new palette because this is always my go-to. So I am going to apply these eye tapes from Morphe. You guys have seen these numerous of times here on my channel, and I just cut them right down the middle. And I'm going to start to apply these towards here. And actually, I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can really see the eyeshadows in full effect. Do you guys also like my background? I put the Oasis. This palette just gives me so much tranquility. It gives me so much peace. Very aesthetically ocean appealing. I don't know. You can even use this palette, you guys, for Valentine's Day. I think I might even use that to create another look for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Okay, so the first shadow, you guys, that I want to go into is, I think I'm going to go into Hidden Cove, which is this one right here. And we're going to start to place this all over the crease. And I'm going to go into this small detailed brush. It's also from Morphe. And this one doesn't have a name. I mean a number. It just says Morphe on it. And even though I love ILUVSARAHI and I love Morphe, you guys know that I'm still gonna be really honest with you guys, and hopefully this palette performs really well. I kind of have a look of what I'm trying to go for. Let's just hope it turns out the way that I want it to. Okay, so I'm just patting like I normally do, and I'm gonna start off, you guys, with applying it just right here in the crease. Ooh, that is pigmented. So I'm just patting it in first because these eyeshadows, you guys, are definitely they're super pigmented and really bright and out there. So I just really want to make sure that I really want to pat it in first And then once we pat that in, we'll start to blend it back and forth. Okay, and then I'll just start to move my brush, you guys, back and forth. And we're gonna flick it out this way because I'm thinking of doing like a half cut crease today. But I want this to be extended out like that. Ooh, this color is so pretty. I can only imagine, you know, to coming out with your own palette. I mean, or even being the face of this palette. I can only imagine the pressure that it can be to make sure that these eyeshadows are like perfect. You want to make sure people like it, and that most importantly that they look bomb, you know? I think I would literally be praying to Diosito like, oh my god, I hope they like it. You know, it's just really scary. I can only imagine, and the pressure that they must have, you know? So I wonder if like ILUVSARAHI had to like test these out, you know, before they put it out, because she is the face of the campaign, you know, like this is, you know, she's representing this particular palette. Her looks are always amazing. That's why I like her a lot, to be honest, because she does play with color, and you know, she doesn't only just stick to the like bronzy simple makeup looks, even though she always kills those. Like she always looks amazing, but I love that she's one of the influencers that actually plays with eyeshadow. And I just personally love that. I wonder if she had to test these out before they put it out, which I'm sure, right? I feel like, you know, it's so important that your face is, because your face is on that, so you want to make sure that it actually does perform really well. Because I know, I mean, you can never make everybody happy. That's just the reality of things. Like, you can never make somebody, like someone's not, like if I'm telling you guys like I love this palette, and if somebody else buys it, they're like, it was alright, you know? So I feel like you can never like complacer, or you can never, is that how you say it? Complacer a la gente. Like it's, I mean, that's just the reality, and I feel like that's like with everything. Like with whatever works for me may not work for you. Como les platiqué, like coming out with your own brand or be in a collab, like I would be so, I'm so indecisive, so I would probably be like, oh my god, no, it's not ready, but it really is. But you want it to be perfect. Like I'm such a perfectionist. Maybe it's just the Virgo in me. Oh, and I think ILUVSARAHI is a Virgo too, so maybe she, you know, did review this before it went out. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna start to buff out the edges, and I'm gonna go into the next shade up of Hidden Cove, which is Infinity Pool, which is the shade right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and start to buff out those harsh lines. And now I'm gonna switch over to my Morphe M433. You guys know that this is my ride or die. I love this little guy so much, and I hope they never discontinue him. Now with the palette, you guys, there is some kickback. It's not crazy, like too crazy, as you guys can see here. You guys know that I don't like to work aggressively with my eyeshadows, like literally just like the tip, like how I grab that shadow there. And that's the only product that you really do need, because I like to work in sections and take my time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to take that blue and just buff out those lines. Grab some more. And I also take it into that first shade, so that way they both marinate really well together. And I do take it into the inner corner like this. You don't want to go too high, because we are going to go in with a third color to buff out those lines. You basically want to keep it in the crease. Alright guys, so I'm going to go back into the Morphe M433, and the next shadow that I want to go into, you guys, is darker, and it's called Secret Lagoon, and it's this shade right here. Sorry, I don't want to drop the palette. We're going to place it mostly towards this outer corner right here and smoke it out this way, and then just bring a little bit into the crease. But I don't want to bring it in too in. I just want to mainly focus it towards the outer portion of the eye. And then take it into the crease just a little bit, and then flick with whatever you have left going outwards. Alright guys, so still using the Morphe M433, I'm going to be picking up the shade called, I think I'm going to go into Sail Away. Actually no, let's go into Snorkel Sesh. So this shade right here. And what I'm going to do, you guys, is, you guessed it, we're going to go in and blend out those lines. So you want to be very light-handed just to blend all that out. So I'm doing a half cut crease, and once again, I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Eden Primer. I go into the Jaw Cosmetics. This is her CC number 2 brush, and these are meant for cut creases. Nobody breathe, okay? So I always like to stamp it. I don't want to hide the blue too much. Ooh, yes. Love this concealer brush, you guys. I'm gonna link it down below for sure. And then with the outer corner, you guys, just kind of buff it out lightly. Ooh, so pretty. todavía no he hecho nada and I'm already like going gaga over this. So now we're gonna go back into that Morphe brush, picking up that Secret Lagoon shade right here. And we're just gonna go in, you guessed it, just tap the outer corner, just tapping. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into my Morphe M167 brush, you guys, and I want a more shimmery shade towards the outer corner. Reveal in it, which is this one right here. I'm gonna spray this with some setting spray, and then we will go in with the matte shade all over the rest of the lid. And then I'm gonna go back into that Morphe brush, you guys, picking up more of Secret Lagoon. And we're just gonna feather it in like this. Okay, so I'm trying out which color I want to go into, and I think this is it. I'm gonna go into Hibiscus Blossoms. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And I'm still using the Morphe M167. I just went ahead and just cleaned it off. So we're gonna pick that shade up, you guys, and what we're gonna do is just pat it in. You never wanna go like this because you're just dusting away the eyeshadow. You wanna press it into the skin. So for the eyeliner, you guys, I'm gonna go into this one from Morphe Beauty. This is in the shade called Dark Star, and it's their waterproof eyeliners. And bringing it very close to the lash line, and we do wanna flick this out to create like a nice catty look. And then we're gonna go ahead and slant it like this, going a little bit higher towards the outer corner. And just going back to that small detailed brush, you guys, picking up more of Secret Lagoon, that dark shade, and then just patting it out towards the outer corner. That way no se ve where we stopped with the eyeliner. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these, and I'm gonna apply some mascara and apply some lashes and finish off my face off camera. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am back. Now let's go ahead and focus towards the lower lash line. So I definitely want to go into some more pinks. I want to go into Yacht Life, which is this one right here. And I want to run this all over my lower lash line. And I'm going to go into the MAC 239S brush. Okay, and now I think I'm going to go into Private Villa. Oh, I love the names, you guys, of these eyeshadows. It literally makes me want to book a trip and go to Mexico. I really want to go to Tulum. Have you guys ever been to Tulum? I keep seeing it a lot on Instagram with people going, and I'm like, oh, I really want to go visit Tulum. So these eyeshadow names, it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. So again, Private Villa, which is this one right here. So for the waterline, you guys, I definitely want to keep it more on the pink side. So I'm going to go into this lip pencil from Morphe. And it's in the shade 9 to 5, and I'm gonna run this, apply it in the waterline. I actually want it to look a little bit more darker towards the lash line, so I'm gonna go into Vineyard Escape, and I'm still gonna use the same brush from MAC, and I'm gonna be picking up that shade, and we're gonna run it really close to the lash line. I'm going into my roller lash from Benefit. All right, my honeys, I'm gonna go ahead and dust all this powder off and do some last minute touches on the skin. I will be right back again. I went ahead and threw on this lipstick. I am using the Beeper lip pencil from ColourPop Cosmetics, and I went into the Mario. He's a mixer lipstick from KKW Beauty. Unfortunately, they are sold out, and I don't think they're gonna be bringing this back anytime soon. Hopefully he comes out with his own lipsticks, because that would be so freaking amazing. But anyways, back to the palette, you guys. This is the final look of this eyeshadow look using the 35S Sweet Oasis palette in collab with ILUVSARAHI and Morphe. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this palette? I think it is gorgeous. It's so stunning. I can't wait to play with this other half of the palette. So I definitely want to create more looks with this. Please let me know if I should do that for you guys. Today's eyeshadow is definitely way more dramatic. You guys know that I love to play with color, but today I definitely wanted to put the palette to the test and really try out these blues, these pink shades, and you guys, I am obsessed. I feel like you really do need this palette in your life. Of course, like I always say in every single one of my videos, whenever I do a eyeshadow or a palette review, if you already have colors like this, and I would definitely say, you know, skip out on it. But $25, you guys, for this palette is insane. I had so much fun today because it's been a minute that I've created something super dramatic like this. And it just makes me feel like the old Sandy. So definitely check out Morphe. You can purchase this online, and don't forget to use my code GLAMFAM330. I'm not getting paid for that, but it does help you remove $5 off your next purchase. Los quiero mucho. Besitos, and I'll see you guys all in my next video very, very soon. Bye!